So to get to the point about what this video is about, it's about an easy way to access your oil filter on the Nissan Patrols or the left side lower part of your engine through the inner splash guard. It's also about making these replacement fittings for the plastic clips that are currently in place with M5s or M6s and the use of nut certs. And it's how to become a machine those fittings or washers. On the 3-litre Nissan Patrol, if you do your oil changes like me, the difficult part about getting the change done is getting into the oil filter. The oil filter on the passenger side, you've got to get all the way down through the tubes, and then you've got to put a ratchet into the end of the filter. It's got a cartridge type, and then try and remove. As you can see, no matter which way, there's not much room. Even if I remove the catch can, I still don't have a lot of room. I've made a special ratchet. Well, I may just cut it and rebent it, and that's what I've been using for the last couple of years, and I can get down in there. Still fiddly job, but since the last change I've gone to a different method. Now, for the purpose of this video, I've removed the front passenger wheel, and the easiest way to actually access your oil filter is to take off this rubber splash guard and remove the plastic pins. And as you can see, I've already lost some of the pins. They've already fallen out. The problem with the plastic clips is well, that's got a bit of crap on it, but the problem with the pins is they just wear out, and this is actually a replacement pin, but the little prongs wear out, and that's why they eventually fall out. But as you can see, once you remove that flap, you can actually access the oil filter. You can get a socket in there. It's a bit hard, just one hand, but you can get your hand in there and you can remove the filter out through this way instead of having to take it up through the top or slide it through the front. So anyway, the problem is not the flap, it's these plastic pins that are giving me the annoyance. So what I've done is I've made some, I'm going to make some new bolt fittings. We're going to put some nut certs in there. I've already measured these, and for the nut certs, for the small holes up here I'll use an M5, and for the large ones I'll use an M6, and that's because the nut certs will just fit. I've got to drill out the holes slightly to fit, so we'll go to that step of making the actual fittings. Okay, I'll be using these 5mm or M5 mushroom head Allen key bolts for the fixtures, and then I'll go into a nut cert. And what I need to do is make a washer that is wide enough to hold up the rubber, and that will seat inside the mushroom head there. So what I've got to do is I've got some aluminium that I use when leftovers when I make the Provent fittings, and that's 25mm, and what I need to do is cut that down into a diameter of 20mm, and so I'll just take 5mm off that, and I'm sort of making it up as I go along. My minimum thickness I'll probably go for the fitting there is, that's 5mm, and I'll recess the washer so it sits slightly below the edge, and fit inside there. So this is what our great drawing, all my drawings ends up great drawing, something similar to this in my book. Just make it up as I go along. So it'll be 20 mils diameter across, this washer. It'll have a 9.5 mil counter bore, which the screw will sit inside of. It'll be 5 mil thick to start with a angle off from that counter bore down by about a mil, and it'll have a 5.5 mil hole with the bolt through the centre. Okay, I don't have a 9.5 mil counter bore, so I'm going to use a 10 mil end mill just to counter bore in 2 mils. Okay, I've reset the compound. We're just going to cut this front bevel off. I've just made up an angle, I don't know what it is, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, we'll slice the first one off there and we'll have a look and see what it looks like. Okay, so here's the first one we made. Just test one. That was with a 5.5 mil hole, a 10 mil counter bore. It's got a bevel on it. Now it's an M5 bolt with a 5.5, so it fits fine. It works. What I'm actually thinking to do to make so it stays on, I'm going to actually tap that hole out as an M5. So I'll drill it a bit smaller, and then I'll tap them out as an M5, and then once the bolt's on, it'll actually stay fixed. And then when I'm taking it off, I won't lose the washer. Okay. Okay, now what we'll just do, hand tap. Okay, so there's our second version, the tapped hole for an M5. There's the M5, and hopefully It's our finished washer. Now we'll just put a little bit of Loctite in there just to hold it, and now I'm just going to make a few more of those. Okay, so we've drilled out the two smaller for the M5s, and we've drilled out the three larger ones. Take the M6s, get a nut cert, and install them on the tool. Okay, so there's our three M6s. Now we'll just set up the tool and we'll do the M5s.